Oh no, I accidentally tilted my camera. Do you guys think that drinking a gallon a day of water is good for you? Yeah, shut the fuck up! If you click this video, I think it's safe to say that you're not where you want to be in life. In fact, over 90% of young men are unhappy, financially unfulfilled, and unsuccessful. The lucky few are holding down a 9-to-5 job, but majority of those people are wasting majority of the money they make and have no future career path. It's common for most of these men to get home, play video games, and watch TikTok and scroll through Facebook until the day ends. And then they wake up and go back to work again. Do you deserve to be able to relax after work? Yes. But if you want to escape the cycle of making just enough money to get by and spending the majority of your days doing things you don't want to do, you're going to have to make a change. And if not, that's fine as long as you understand that. So if you're the minority of people who actually want to make a difference and are committed to doing it, then I got news for you. I know exactly what to do, okay? So the first thing that most people don't have that's keeping them from being successful is time management, okay? I'll write it up here. Time management. Most people that I see struggling in life have horrible time management skills. Pretty much none. Lack thereof. And the problem with having poor time management skills is that you're going to be sitting here. Okay, this is your total time. Okay? And majority of your time is going to go like this if you're one of those people. You're going to have 5% of your time, let's say, TikTok. Okay. You're gonna have another 15% of your time going into video games. Another 10 going into Facebook. Another 10 going into partying. Another 10 going into YouTube Shorts. And another 10 just doing whatever the fuck you do, fucking off. And then rarely ever on the high end will people put 20 to probably, more realistically, 10 to 5% of the time in their business. So let's go with the medium and say 10% business. Okay? Do you see the problem here? And then people wonder why they're not going in life. Do you think 10% of anything will give you any good return? If you put 10% of yourself into your relationship, do you think it would go good? If you put 10% of yourself into your job, do you think you would keep that job? If you ate 10% of your food, do you think you'd be full? No. So why would you take your life, the most important thing you have, and put only 10% of your effort into it while you're putting the rest of your 90% into TikTok, video games, YouTube Shorts, partying, and fucking off? Okay, that's the problem. That's why most people aren't successful. And if you erase the TikTok, you erase the video games, you erase the random fucking off and the partying and the YouTube Shorts, guess what? All of a sudden, you have way more time. Okay, and it's not easy to get rid of those things, but you have to make a choice. You can't hold 2 watermelons, okay? If you try to hold 2 watermelons and run a marathon, you're eventually gonna have to drop one. And right now, those 2 watermelons are your success or you fucking off. Which one is more important to you? Because it's up to you to choose. So you have to let go of one of those watermelons, and you got to put all the time into business. See, what people think is, a lot of people think success is like this linear curve, okay? Let's say right here, we draw a straight line, and boom, we're successful. It doesn't go like that. You know, you can't just put 10% and like, oh, well, I'm gonna get a little success here. Success is an exponential curve. It's flat, I'm putting in all my time, and then just boom, it starts curving. And this is why people have overnight success stories. They don't. It's just people see when they hit that exponential curve. That's when success happens. So that's what you have to do. You can't hit the curve only investing 10% of yourself into your business. You have to develop momentum by putting 60%, 80%, 90% into your business so that it can grow. If you're putting in 10%, you're always going to get 10% diminishing returns. You're never going to be able to develop the momentum to break through. So you have to put all of yourself into one thing, and by doing that, you have to cut out every single distraction, focus only on business, remove this sign right here, make it at very least 60% of your life, 60% business, or whatever it is. Think of it like this. If you were a boxer, okay, and you had to train for a professional fight, or even an amateur fight, do you think you would possibly be prepared for that fight only putting in 10% of your effort? No. You would have to put in 60 to 80% of yourself every day for months to years on end to even achieve a margin of that compounded effort seen in fruition or return. Okay, so why would you expect any different for your life or your business? And that's the second point. You have to be consistent with the stuff. You can't just put in 80% one day or once a week and expect it to just pay off. You have to do it every single day. So in order to be successful, you have to cut out all the vices, get off the YouTube shorts, get off of TikTok, Facebook, all that. Isolate down to your business or whatever you want to make successful. I'm not saying you got to be an entrepreneur, but I want money. And go consistent at it every day. Choose one thing. Okay, you can't hold 3 watermelons and run. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to isolate down to one thing. And you got to figure out what that is. You can have side hobbies that kind of build, but you can only have so many. Choose one side hobby you want to focus on. For me, it's working out. I go to the gym and I work on my business. That is my life. I wake up, I work out, study business, go to sleep. And I do that over and over again. If you put 60% of your time into your business, break down every little area, make a complete plan, I guarantee you'll be more successful than you are now. The problem is that you want to have your cake and eat it too. You have to let go of all the vices and focus. And then another problem people will say is, oh, well, playing video games is so fun. I just can't quit getting on my Xbox every day. And I love watching my TikToks and YouTube shorts. Okay, throw it all away. Modify your environment to where you're not tempted by things. Become a minimalist. If you have a computer that you do work on, but you also have Steam on it to play video games, delete Steam. Uninstall every video game. Make it harder to get to these things. If you have an Xbox, sell it. Sell it for now. You can come back to it later, but in order to develop this momentum to become successful, you can't have those distractions. Delete YouTube shorts, delete TikTok, sell your Xbox, uninstall all the video games, anything that distracts you, your friends that want to party, quit talking to them for a little bit, just for a while so you can build up your business. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to be some mega entrepreneur, but you have to accept that you can only do one or the other, okay? So, oh yeah,